Ahoy, mateys. Welcome aboard. We are live from Lano, Texas. I am, believe it or not, inside the new camper. Why? It's beautiful outside. I want to be outside, but it's so windy. You're going to take over the live stream? That's a good idea, Timmy. What's your topic? Welcome aboard, Timmy. And William's here. Welcome aboard. I'm just checking. My friend Rob had to go to King's Land this morning. So I'm just seeing that's not too far away. Anyway, and I just got off the phone with Patsy talking about the Shift Smart stuff. There isn't any here in this neighborhood. Now, I made Diane, welcome aboard. And Linda Barker's here. Thank you. And Rose, howdy. Uh, I'm not sure. Tomorrow morning, I am breaking camp. So I'll show you the camper here in a minute. It's taking shape. There's just a few more things I got to do, like above me and the other side and the kitchen area. But with Lily's help, I've basically turned this little one-room camper into two rooms. It's kind of interesting. Georgianne, welcome aboard. Nancy Drew is here. Good to see you. Lily and I were talking earlier about all the different fans that we have and where they are. Now, this might be a possibility. You're probably wanting clues for the featured channel today. Well, guess what? Ain't happening. I'm not giving you any clues. Why am I not giving you any clues? I might for tonight's show, but for this morning's show, there isn't any channel. And we'll talk about that in a minute. All right, let's show you around the camper here a second. As said, been getting a lot of help from Lily. I think she's downsizing. All right. I don't know. Maybe I should have more light in here. That's above my head. And then this is going on. I've got the laptop sitting on a little thing. It's working out pretty good. I'm sitting in bed and I got the little goofy shelf that's supposed to go behind your sink. Well, I'm using it for a laptop holder. The girls are happy. They've got their new window to look out and they can see going down the road. They love it. That shelf over there is cool. Lily made that. I put the captain on there. He won't fall off because he's screwed on. There's another, way over there in the kitchen area that is totally disorganized right now. Is a goofy looking chicken. But he's also wood, so wherever I finally mount him, he'll stay. And then you all knew that I put the ice box in. Now the microwave is up in that upper cabinet right now, that where the mirror is. Well, that's going to change. The microwave is going to go over there where the drill is. And then the 2-burner stove will be over there to the left where that little organizer cabinet is. And the organizer cabinet will go back in there. And it's definitely going to be strapped down. Because that was a disaster when I left Parker. It came out. The microwave stayed, thankfully, but it decided to come out and it opened and it was everywhere. It's taken a while to get it kind of sort of back together. It didn't break or anything. It's just no, it's not Ford Man. Check, make sure I'm not missing anything. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. So as of this afternoon, I'll be getting the kitchen counter ready. I'll be putting the shelving boards up here. And I'll be putting stuff away. I will have to tear out this bed one more time, but that's okay. It's just easier to work in here when the bed's out of your way. Well, I've got a tarp outside to lay the blankets and pillows on, and I'll be all good. You know, thank goodness it's not been raining. I've just been having a ball. I haven't done a darn thing useful other than mowing the lawn. But Lily's been so hospitable, she don't let me do anything except work on the truck. Oh, that's all right, Linda. Thank you, Rose. Yeah, the truck's running good. I have an oil leak that I've got to track down. I think at my next campsite, that'll be my next project. Now, my next campsite's only 10 miles away from here, so it's not like I'm traveling cross country in the next few days. Once I get that taken care of, where I'm more confident that I'm not losing oils everywhere, then, oh, I forgot to tell you. I'll have to show you. Maybe tonight I'll show you. I'll do a thumbnail for tonight's show, if there is a tonight show. Yeah, I think there will be. I mounted the spare tire to the front bumper. No, I didn't get a holder. I went to Tractor Supply. I went online, and the ones that I kind of liked were way too pricey. I mean, I could build one, and I don't even weld, a whole lot cheaper if I had the materials. John Black, welcome aboard. Sonia with a J is here. Welcome aboard. 700 miles, John. I hear you. That's depending on what kind of vehicle and what roads you take, 700 miles could be 2 or 3 days for me. I don't like to drive more than about 300 miles a day is kind of the limit. That's actually more than I want to drive. And then I want to have, I don't typically make a destination as a goal. Sometimes I do. Like the eclipse from here in Llano, Texas was a goal and a destination. So that was kind of planned out, and it was hectic getting here because all the things happening with the truck, with the camper, and the timing, and working, and money, all of that. It was, but it was God's will. I got here, and we had a great time for the eclipse. Then the rest of this week has just been working on the camper mostly. Lily and I did go out and did a little bit of an excursion. Oh my goodness. Oh, look who's here. Look who is here.
It's number one.
I think we're at Tiffany's. Yeah, my number one.
I've been named number one. I'm sorry for all of y'all's look out there. Somebody's got to be number two. Not me today. Not me. Bon appetit, Captain.
Thank you, Lily. Do you see how spoiled I am?
Hi, everybody.
She said hi. Oh, man, that smells so good. Oh, boy. I may have to break away and eat here in a minute. Kyle's here. Welcome aboard. So where was I before I was so pleasantly interrupted? I put a cap on the roof where, there's no roof vent. Well, now it's just temporarily capped. That will be an expense the first of the month, if not sooner. I may be able to replace it sooner. They're about $45. And then the ceiling, I have plans for the ceiling. But now, yes, she is awesome, William. She really is. She's one heck of a photographer, too. When we went on our excursion, she had one of her big cameras out, and I tell you what, she was taking some amazing stuff, which I'm sure she'll be incorporating into her next video. No, I should not have done that. The napkins are out of reach. I'll be all right. Oh, there's a napkin right here. She thinks of everything. Back to my thought. I'm going to stay at the Oxford. You've seen me broadcast from there before, I think. Can't remember if I did a full video from the Oxford. The signal's a little iffy. Yeah, they are amazing. Lily's channel is Lily's Lens. Now, I can ask Linda to put the link up, but did you know I found out yesterday that YouTube is discouraging links? That doesn't make sense to me, and I haven't verified that yet 100%, but the source, pretty impeccable source. What's up going on with your stomach, Timmy? We will keep you. I'm having a piece of bacon, William. I'm sorry. Yeah, the smell, I could not resist. And I'm not a real big bacon eater, but yeah. Yolanda, welcome aboard. So I'll stay at the Oxford after I break camp from here tomorrow morning in Lano. I'll be going south to the Oxford Ranch, which is an RV park. Boondocking is $10 a night. And if I get my favorite camping site, I'll be right across from a whole hillside of bluebonnets. Why do I know this? Well, because when I was there back in December, January, I could, after Lily taught me how to look for bluebonnets, that whole hillside was covered with the very beginnings of a bluebonnet coming up from the soil. It was amazing. Yes, bacon does make everything better. As said, I'm not a big person for bacon, but now and then. Tell you what, I had the best sausage patties ever. Oh my goodness, there's a little restaurant in town. Actually, it's a bar. And they serve breakfast in the mornings. It was amazing. And it was affordable. I was full. And that was $8, included coffee. I was amazed. It wasn't that you would have enough left over to box up. I suppose you would if you ordered the bigger breakfast. It was the silver dollars. You'd think it'd be a silver dollar pancake about that big. Let's go this big. The silver dollars are pretty doggone big. Yeah, it's soft. I know she did it in the air fryer. Because it's very soft, perfect for me. All right, what'd I do with the napkin? Okay. Hang on, Teddy. Then I'll let you go with what you got going with your tummy. So I'm going to stay at Oxford, I don't know, a few days. I got to get a hold of Ron Darrell, and I might, if I can possibly stay in his driveway for a few days. There are jobs in the Waco area that I could probably do, but not having a campground, and I can't find any in the Waco area, then you got to have a person that can help you. Tina, welcome aboard. But I would like to work in the Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth area. Excuse me. And I don't want it to be a 40-mile commute every day. That's not worth it, especially with the gas mileage that this new truck gets. But I'm also, you cooked it on your gas and iron skillet. Well, it's awful nice and soft. Thank you, Lily. Lily's spoiling me, Tina. We got a biscuit and jelly. I haven't bit into it yet. And bacon. It's delicious. And she made coffee earlier. Iron skillet. Well, that makes it better. Hang on, let me get rid of this pop-up. So, depending on whether I can stay at Ron's or somewhere in the Waco area for virtually not too much money, then it would be worth it for me to go to Waco and work in the Waco, Fort Dallas area. And then, unfortunately, I am not going to meet Susie in person. As badly as I want to. It's almost 1,300 miles from here. That's $700 traveling costs. And that will put me, basically over 2,000 miles away from Parker, Arizona. Which I have to go back to Parker, Arizona in May. Well, now, okay, double the 700, that comes up with 1,400. That's a lot of money to cross the country in several days. I mean, I would enjoy it, but I think it's wiser to stay in this area and then head back to Parker, Arizona, 1st of May at a very leisurely. It's not like I got to be in Parker, Arizona on the 7th of May. No. I can be there whenever. I don't have to hurry. So there are things in between here in Arizona that I didn't get to see the last trip. Maybe I'll go to Roswell, New Mexico. And maybe I'll go to White Sands. Maybe I'll go here and there along the way. So, yeah, she's going to spoil me. I may just stay. You better get something to eat, Tina. It's noon. Okay, Timmy, something to do with your liver. Oh no, that's not good. I hope you're not drinking. Oh, you don't drink. Get it checked out, Timmy, because having something going on with your liver is not something that you can just say, oh, well, I don't need no doctor. No, you need a doctor. I hear you, Rose. I would hate it if I couldn't eat anything I want anymore. Yolanda said she'd cook for Tina. Most boat ramps are open. That's an idea, Ringo. I never thought of a boat ramp. I'm not Yolanda. I got to tell you, I've been pulling up that one that you and I were looking at, not Camp Pendium, the other one. The one that you and I we could see all the different spots. I'll tell you what, even here in Texas, nothing is coming up. And the ones that are coming up, the reviews are going, oh, no, you cannot stay here. Like there's a parking picnic spot and it overlooks Inks Lake. It's about 50 miles from here at the most. I've stayed at Inks Lake State Park before. I thought, well, gosh, if I could stay in the area for free, no, you can't. The one guy said he was all happy with the place and got kicked out at 4 a.m. by the sheriff. Overlander, that's the one. And there's some actually, unfortunately, bad reviews on there now. The Lord will take care of you, Timmy, but you know what? The best thing is to pray that the doctors are blessed by the Lord to know what they're doing to help you. And that's very true. I mean, I have a tendency, I don't want to go to the doctor, but this right here, I'm glad I did. And you can ask Tina. and we prayed for her. And by gosh, she's still with us. Thanks for the God overlooking the doctor's skills. Now, sometimes we're like, the doctors are assholes. And truly, some of them probably are. But, when it comes to some of your internal organs, don't mess around. Yeah, things, well, they're going to change. That's for sure, Lily. Leisurely. We get you mixed up with Lily. Anyway, it's because of the titles or the channel names. But anyways, Yolanda, I haven't looked at Campendium yet. And probably the best idea is for this group, since we're all traveling around, we'll make up our own application and say, here's where you need to stay when you're in New Jersey. You can go to Sonia with a J. Or when you're in, or Williams, or if you're in Texas. By the way, it's up to $25 a night, $10 a night at Oxford Ranch. Great place to stay. Not free, but a great place to stay. Very laid back. Yeah. And then Sonia with a J is laughing at me. But there's bound to be some places you can stay. Well, you know what? I hope a couple of those rest areas are on the list that I stayed at along I-10. Yeah, I stayed overnight at one. And it was great. It was peaceful and educational as well, because where the restrooms actually were, oh my gosh, it was a museum. No, Timmy, you're not the feature channel. Not yet. Not yet. Getting to that. It's getting permission from people to do a feature channel. It's not technically all that hard, but a lot of people don't read their email in time. So a customary way of doing things was that I wouldn't tell anybody. I'd just do their channel. Big time copyright. You gotta be super careful doing that. And I've learned that from a couple of you that are here today. So now I'm going to change my style. Once I get to know a particular channel or a person well enough, they might be surprised and they'll be featured. Now, if I get in trouble for not asking somebody, I guess I'll be in big trouble. But I don't think just to talk about somebody else, even though it could be all hearsay, it won't be slander by any means. It'll be complimentary. But it still could be behind their back a little bit. But I don't think that's copyrighted. So the format here is going to change a little bit. There won't be a picture necessarily. There'll be a picture, something that I shot. Like I got plenty of pictures right now of when Lily and I went tramping around. We were up at Babyhead Cemetery. We were halfway between here and it's that town that starts with an M. Lily, help me out. We went hunting flowers. Yeah, city parks in some towns. I stayed at one in Winkler, believe it or not, Winkler, Texas. And it was expensive. It was crowded, except that I wasn't crowded in. But it was if you were to stay there, maybe top vacation time, you wouldn't like it at all because your neighbor is. You might as well park in Walmart. Walmart's free. This was $20 a night. Yeah, you had electric and water, but you're downtown, lots of traffic, and you're butt to butt with each other. Not my style. No, it's not Lily or Tina's. I don't know if you caught what I said earlier, Timmy. You got kicked off for 10 minutes. It's probably Linda Barker, not YouTube. I'm missing something about flowers. Oh, the magnolias, yeah. Yeah, it's time of year for magnolias. Yeah, most rest areas are okay for overnight. Okay, I am sort of kind of caught up. I don't know if I said welcome aboard, Lynn, but welcome aboard, Lynn the Okie. Nope, it's not Linda Barker either, Timmy. Let me help you out. Hey, look who's here, Dave. Long time. Everybody, give Dave a welcome. Is your house in a swamp still, or have you been out metal detecting? A lot of you remember Dave, Midwest Picker. He hasn't been on here in a while. So talking about featured channels, it's gonna totally change. And so Timmy, let me help you out. You don't need to guess any channels right now because there isn't a channel featured for right now. For this 1 hour show, there is no featured channel. It's all about me, and I'm not the featured channel either. We're just talking about the new format that I'm going to be following for a featured channel or a featured person or maybe even a featured couple. Lewis and Clark, or basically Lewis and Becky, might be the next featured people. We don't know that yet. John Black. Yeah, 6 cents. It's good to have a dog. I'm not ready for a pet for the responsibility of it yet. No, I don't have any senior cards, Yolanda, yet. Not yet. I do want to get an America the Beautiful card. I think they're like $80 for a full year. Maybe in May, depending on how the money goes. But right now, $80 is just outside of the budget. I've got money coming in from YouTube, not nailed down 100%, but it looks like that they're going to help me collect on what all of you have given me. I'm recommending PayPal for those who just feel it necessary to throw money at me. That is a given now. No, I'm not going to start up a club membership or anything like that. No channel memberships, none of that. No, it's not John Black because there's no feature channel right now, Timmy. Hear me, Timmy. Put your ears on. Hey, that's an old CB phrase. You got your ears on? 10-4. What is your 20? Yeah, Georgianne, it is. I still got to do a little bit of communications with them and say, okay, did this work? Did that work? Hopefully within the next week, I'll have my PIN number and then it's all good. So, no, it's not Midwest Pickers channel. No featured channel, Timmy. Put your ears on. Put both of them on while you're at it. And we're praying for you, for your liver. See the doctor, Timmy. Don't put that off. John's laughing. You should, John. Sometimes it takes a minute around here. He's not pulling his camper up. The neighbor was working on his camper yesterday. But now he's leaving. I guess they're not going camping yet this weekend. And I still got to learn how to transfer my pictures from the silly phone onto live stream. I tried it the other day and it wouldn't do it. But I would have had a perfect picture for this morning's show because my alarm clock was strutting this stuff right out there where just outside the back door here. Why do we call it a back door? Because for me, it's the only door. No, it's not the YouTube channel either. Marigolds. Yeah, there's a few here and there, mostly in the southern. There was some marigolds in Arizona that were coming out. I still need, I don't know if those are rhododendrons or what, but there's some really beautiful kind of reddish maroon flowers that are blooming around, mostly around businesses, but a few homes as well in Parker. But I never got around to checking them out a little deeper. Yeah, you're messing with me. That's true. Nancy's laughing. Well, good, Timmy. Now, I'm going to take a break here a second. I got to try this biscuit. It's driving me nuts. Is that blackberry? I haven't identified the jelly, but it's heavenly. Could it be grape? I don't know. It's good. Miss the rooster? No. Not these guys. These roosters are freaking, they just crow. I thought they were protecting hens. Well, they might be doing that, but for the most part, they're just running around being roosters. Blueberry, thank you. It's delicious. It's got that, it's not a sweet blueberry, it's a tart blueberry, and it's fantastic on a biscuit. There he goes. Well, there's about 4 roosters right next door. And then there's roosters, more chickens up and down the street. My neighbor, I sent him a picture of one of the roosters this morning. Well, neighbor. John and Vicky up in Michigan. They're getting close to where their house is ready to move into. The barn is built, the big pole barn. And he's got in his head he's going to get chickens. But he's where he can. The township where he's at now, he's out in the country, you know. He's not on a lake with a homeowners association or none of that crap. That's the one reason it's like, do I really want to keep the cottage or do I want to sell that and at least get a piece of property that's headquarters and maybe have chickens? Nah, I don't know. Probably not. Yes, they do, Diane. Lily was saying the same thing this morning. We got one rooster. He may be supper. I don't know, Timmy. Like I say, but it's 95% sure of that they don't ain't linking. They don't want you to help other channels. It would appear. Roosters make good pets for your stomach. Good one, Dave. I hope things have been going well for you up there. I'm guessing you're still doing eBay. And although I might not get back to Michigan until probably middle of June, you and I got to hook up and do some metal detecting. It'll be fun. We can find an old homestead maybe and get permission. Kyle might be into that kind of stuff too, and he knows a lot of places. Read the TOS. Well, what's the TOS? Things on, I don't know. What is TOS? Information page, anyways. Robin King, welcome aboard. I'm being impolite. I normally don't eat in front of everybody on TV. Terms of service, yes. The frogs in the swamp are singing. The peeper frogs. I kind of miss that. Little buggers. Chorus frogs is also what they're known as. I call them peepers. Other people call them chorus. Because there'll be 100,000 of them peeping at the same time. It's nuts. You think the roosters are loud? These little tiny frogs are incredible. It is bullshit. But got to follow the rules, or get kicked off. There's your choice. You want to play by Here Comes the Mail Lady or male person? Don't know. Frog legs. Hey, I have never tried them, William. As a little kid, I had plenty of opportunity to have frog legs. As an adult, I suppose I could go out and find frog legs, but I'm not about to. But my parents always went frog gigging. They would come home with so many frogs and have frog legs. Not me. I shied away from it. I do. Please tell Moose that I do, Robin. It's a 79 Chevy. Solid as a... Well, I asked Lily. It's solid. It's a rock solid truck. Got the short block 350 in it. It's a long box, so this new twice as big camper fits it just fine. I don't have to worry about frame breaking by any means. I got good ground clearance. So I can get into some of those places I wanted to get to on BLM land that you need four-wheel drive. Yeah, I can get there now. I can find those private spots away from everybody, except for drones. But maybe I'll fight back with my own drone. But I can't publish my drone stuff on YouTube. Dave, I'm in Alano, Texas. I was in Arizona for a couple months, and I came back to Texas specifically. Pacific is back where I was. Specifically for the eclipse. And Lily too. No, we had plans for this for quite some time. It was rough me getting here because having to spend the money to get another truck. The camper was free. Right? This is a free camper. Yes, it sat in the desert for 20 years and things are pretty dry. I mean, if I was to put my head against the sidewall here or these cabinets up there, I'd probably rip my face open. That's how dried out these cabinets became. Weather stripping dried out where it just flakes off. Yeah. The poor baby got pretty doggone dry. I know, Yolanda. It's too bad I couldn't have gotten that bus, but that's all right. That was a nice bus, in a way. In other ways, oh well. Lily is downsizing. She's cleaning out her storage shed for sure. Yeah, but thank God, I've only spent $35 on the interior here so far, and I doubt that I'm going to have to spend any more on the interior. There's only about 3 things that I can think I need, and she probably gave half of it to me this morning. Lynn's got to make coffee. All right, Murphy's oil soap, Nancy. That's what I wanted to buy. Couldn't find it. Not in Parker. Maybe Lily knows where I can get it here in Mono. But I do want to go over the woodwork once again. I don't care if it gets greasy that I put so much Murphy's oil soap on it. That's good. Let it soak into the wood. Plus, it gives it some coloration as well. Eventually, not today, but eventually when I get a wild hair, all this fresh new wood that I've gotten in here is going to get some stain or something that kind of probably dark. I like dark woodwork, but on the other hand, it might be time to give it an accent color to kind of make it pop a little bit. Minwax is a good product as well. I have some of that, not with me. Back at the cottage, I have 2 or 3 cans of Minwax and the clear coat Minwax. I have a whole gallon of it. Not cheap. You're on the phone with YouTube. Okay, I didn't know there was a number you could call and talk to YouTube. I think you're lying to me. Dollar store, it's not real wood. Yeah, that's true. Well, yes and no, Lily. The cabinet drawers, the frame, I think is real wood. This is from the 70s. They actually kind of sort of use a little more real wood. Composite, maybe, but hey, sawdust is real wood. Sawdust comes from wood. Pledge furniture polish. The first layer of dirt came off of here with a Pledge product. I have about this much left in the bottom of the spray bottle. Painting is an option that I'll probably pursue. I've got some of the original color. Well, no, the original color for the 1973 6-pack. But this is a 60 or a 74 6-pack. What do I do? Call the company. Yeah. Oh, email. All right, Timmy. Good luck. You might get a robot that answers you on email. Chat. If you go to YouTube chat, you can get an answer pretty much right away. But be nice to them. Don't tell them that you're asking for me. Oh, painting best and cheaper. Yeah. And it'll help not just change the color, but freshen, and give it a more washable surface. I like gloss. I like gloss. What do you get put on old and Timmy? Yeah, it's a good one, Diane. This is a really good question. Jill's here. Welcome aboard. Careful, Jill. You might be the next featured person. Oh, goodness. Yeah, of course, Lily knows what I would have done with that picture you sent me if I could just get it to load to the computer, to load it to StreamYard. I am doing some major remodeling, Jill. If you go back, you can replay this and see the very beginning. I kind of show the interior of the camper. I'm in the inside right now. I'm sitting in my bed. And I've been, with Lily's help, I've been putting up shelving and changing the decor. Michelle and Fran, they're all happy. They can travel and look out the window. Michelle was dancing yesterday. Freaked Lily out. Hey, Michelle likes to dance now and then. Yeah, so it's been fun. I haven't done a lick of work for several days. It's just been having fun. Well, I think today I will be able to wrap up the construction portion of remodeling. And then it's a matter of decor. You know, I've got a rooster, glorified rooster. Got to find a home for him. Got to find a home for the captain and his shelf that Lily made. I'll show you. Just past my toes. I don't know if I'll get electrical done today. It doesn't have to be done today. Got the spare tire on the front of the truck. In fact, that's probably going to be the thumbnail for tonight. The spare tire is mounted on the front of the truck, and no, I didn't spend any money. Down the road, I may spend some money to have somebody make me a custom mount for the tire, because it's not perfect, but it's functional. It makes my hood a little hard to open. I don't like that part, but it's all right. I'll deal with it. Yeah, she can dance on her own. I was a little worried I might have to put some eye drops. When she was sleeping the other day, one of her eyes didn't want to totally close. Either that, she was watching me. Don't know which. No, Jill, the Roadrunner sticker, unfortunately, is on Fortuna 2.0, and she is out in the desert in California, about 15 miles south of Parker, where she'll probably be, who knows, a long time. I thought about trying to retrieve her, but nah, she's down the glass. She's there to stay. I'll spend the $4 somewhere down the road to get another Roadrunner sticker. Oh, Lily and I saw a Roadrunner yesterday, right here in town. He was cute. And I'm like, do, because the restaurant that we had gone to yesterday morning for breakfast was right next door to what was way back in the beginnings of Llano. Let's put it this way, back in the 20s, let's say, this building that's now an Emporium was originally a dry goods store by the name of Acme. So then we see, when we left the restaurant, we see the Roadrunner, and I'm thinking, Acme. That means the coyote is probably around. Wiley, he bought everything from Acme. No, I don't need no clubs. I got plenty of entertainment right here. I don't, I got Lily and I got the Roosters, Roadrunners, deer run right through here, and some really strange neighbors. I don't need to go to the club. George Ann's heading to Pennsylvania for the Bigfoot Festival. I didn't know they had such a thing. That sounds fun, George Ann. I won't make it, but by God, you better take a lot of pictures. Can you get a selfie with Bigfoot? I kind of mounted it low enough, Sonia, that the air should be able to circulate around it. I will keep an eye on that, though, because I did think about that. I think I'm going to be cool enough. If not, well, then there's going to have to be a plan B. Maybe I'm going to have to put hydraulics on the tailgate, and then when I'm at camp, tire is underneath the tailgate. That might be a possibility, but the tire is heavy. Well, the tire's not all that heavy, but mounted on the rim, yeah, it's heavy. It's full of air, that heavy air. That's the only other possibility is to mount it back there and have it fold down. But that would have to be custom designed too, because the camper butts right up against the tailgate. So you just can't be running bolts into the glass door of the camper. Besides, I gotta put a Roadrunner sticker on that glass door. Jimmy says I still need to go to the club. Yeah, okay. I'm just not into. I don't have any dollar bills. Of course, now the dancers at the clubs want at least $5 bills. They'd probably spit at you if you put a dollar in their garter. Heavy air, that's right. But hydraulics, I'm sure you can find hydraulics that would, when you undo unlatch the tailgate, it just goes, easy peasy. Just got to get them for the right weight of the tire and the tailgate. Tailgate hardly doesn't weigh anything. And that, you still have to keep your safety straps on there. That's a given. I thought about putting it on the roof because that's what I did on the 2004 Chevy, which is also, that was La Fortuna 2.0. That had the spare tire mounted on the roof, but that was a 4-door, 4-passenger pickup truck. This is only a 2-passenger. It would block Michelle and Fran's view. I really do not want to mount it on the roof of this truck. Front or back, or underneath, God help us. I hate the underneath spare tire mounts, but maybe. William's taking off. All right. You give him a penny. All right. You're awful cheap, Jimmy. You think you can get him to take it off for you? All right. See you at 6. All right, William. My favorite cartoon character. That's a pretty good question because I really like a lot of cartoon characters. I'd have to say I have a pair of cartoon characters that are my favorite. And a couple ground squirrels. Chip and Dale. I'm not talking about the Chip and Dale dancers. However, I have posed as a Chip and Dale dancer. And yes, we won an award for it. My buddy Steve was voted best pecs in the hospital. He was pretty buff. Gee, I am in Llano, Texas. Where are you? Scrolling. I'm missing things. Okay. Yeah, I think Chip and Dale, the 2 chipmunks, are my favorite characters. From the time I was about 4 years old. Yeah, a lot of kids my age, and well, not that age, but as we got older, most of the kids I knew from the time I started elementary school, kindergarten and up, everybody, especially the boys, were into Superman and other superhero comic books. I never was. I like Chip and Dale. Didn't much care for Popeye. I liked, there was a few, but mostly the Disney characters, you know, I mostly like the cartoons that we saw on TV. I didn't buy comic books hardly at all. If I was to buy a comic book, it'd be Mad Magazine. Nodge is here. Welcome aboard. We're waiting for G to tell us where he's at. That was so cool when I was at the Terribles gas station in Parker, and you, G and Merton, and G, they drove up to check on me. I don't know, I was walking in to get an ice or a sweet tea, I think. Sweet tea and a candy bar or something. And that was when I still had the other truck that was, I guess I'm on Facebook in the Parker area. People couldn't believe I was driving that truck. Bullwinkle, yes. Bullwinkle is one of my favorites. Rocky and Bullwinkle. Yeah, I like them. Again, I didn't buy the comic books. You're in San Antonio. Well, you're not that far from me. 400 miles or so. Everything's big in Texas, even the miles. Kyle says, Mad Magazine and Garbage Pail Kids. Uh-oh. Yeah, I did not. It's brand new. Well, not brand new. It's new to me. 1979. C20. Four-wheel drive. Oh, Nodge asked permission to come aboard. Permission granted. Sorry, I missed it. Hour and a half, yep. That's only 150 miles approximately. Maybe a little less. I don't know. Lely, how far is San Antonio? You would eat vegetables that you really like. Okay, Lim. I still don't much care for spinach. Nothing up Lely's sleeve. Well, okay, I've got to see what Nancy said. Oh, I got it. I see it. Timmy, you are a hoot. Yeah, I can. I can, Joe. When I do get back to Parker, well, should be sliding through Sierra Vista before I go to Parker. Michigander Man Adventures. Ahoy. Good to see you, JV. Jamie, right? No. Duh. Anyways, welcome aboard. Yeah, Jill, I'm planning on kind of meandering your way. I mean, I may go up into New Mexico, but then I'll probably go at a wide angle, avoid El Paso, you know, depending on how the roads are. There's not many side roads between El Paso and Tucson. So I may get forced to use a main artery, even though I don't want to. No, there's not really too many videos, G. I haven't even really introduced her. Here and there, might have been a quick shot either on a live. I don't know if she's appeared in any real videos or not. I will be correcting that soon. Kind of getting her to where I do have some before and after pictures of the remodel on the inside. There'll be a picture of the front of the new truck tonight. Other than that, I just really have not done a video. I've been kind of busy doing the remodeling and enjoying life, you know, going out hiking and tracking down bluebonnets and other flowers, learning about other flowers because Lily's the expert. So I'm honored to be running around the countryside with her. All right, pop-ups. What am I missing? Why do I keep getting these pop-ups? All right. Trying to scroll down. So, Rob, when did you didn't really okay, you've added adventures to your name. That's what threw me off. And it's all in capitals. That threw me off too. It's good to see you, Rob. Are you doing any haunted shows or haunted building shows or anything? I'm remiss. I haven't been to your channel, Rob. Naughty me. I understand. I'll try to resolve that, but I can't. Whew. So many channels in so little time. How's that? I used to say so many women in so little time, but in this case, it's so many channels, so little time. New videos, okay. Celebrity graves, okay. I haven't been to anywhere near celebrity graves since Tombstone. Jill and I went up to Tombstone. No, we didn't pay to see the cemetery. Looked over the fence. Yeah, I did a video couple hiking videos back when I was in Georgia. Back in December, I did several hiking videos there. I don't know if I've done any hiking videos since. Let's see, Fort Davis. Nope, that one was a drive cam. I didn't do the actual hiking. Yep. All right, Timmy. Yeah, I got to get going too. New paranormal video coming up next week. Okay, cool, Rob. Oh, Branson, Missouri in June. Huh, that's crazy. Hey, who knows? I might see you there in June, depending on how late in June it is. Tombstone Rose Festival. Wow, Joe, I didn't know about that one. No, I have heard of Rockwall, but I've not been there. Anyways, Branson, Missouri. I've been to Branson, Missouri several times, way back. Did some boot scooting. That was back when I was young and dumb. Early the June till the 9th. I need to write that down. Where's my book? Right up here. Branson. June 3rd till the 9th. June 3rd. You never know, Rob. We've never managed to get together in Michigan. We're only about 10 miles, 15 miles at the most apart. But maybe we could hook up in Branson. See if we can find some haunted houses down there. Because that's about the time period I'm going to be entering. I'll probably take 40. Because I won't have to put tire chains on anymore. When I leave Arizona, it'll be right around the 1st of June, and I'll be heading east, meandering my way up to Michigan. So Branson, Missouri is not out of my way hardly at all. It's just south of Springfield, about 60? I don't know. It's been It's only been 45 years since I've been here. I'll find you. Prehistoric Rockwall lost civilization megalith of its belief it's a natural structure. I'm going to have to learn more about that. I imagine Lily could tell me some. A YouTube reunion with a bunch of YouTubers. And Sean's going too? Well, I'll tell you what, count me in. Are you guys camping somewhere? How much does it cost? Let me know that too, so I can plan ahead. You've got my email, right, Rob? You can send me information on email, including your phone number, so we can text. That'd be awesome. Because, yeah, Branson, Missouri. There's a lot to see in Branson, Missouri as well. It's a pretty cool town. Back in the day when I was going, it was basically known for the nightclubs. It was, place to go, maybe hear some country music. Not when in my day. Anyways, Branson was a place to go to party. But after I made it popular, obviously, in the years following, in the last 45, 50 years, Branson has become the to-go place. Famous country western singers play there. I don't know how many times Dolly Parton has performed in Branson, Missouri. Many times. But back in my day, Dolly didn't know where Branson, Missouri was. I did. I used to go up to Branson. It's either Branson, depends on the weekend. It was Branson to go party and bring back a trunk load of beer to bootleg in town. Or the next weekend go to Oklahoma and do the same thing. Wasn't much to do in Oklahoma, but there sure was in Branson. A couple times I had to stay overnight in Branson because there was no way I'm driving them mountain roads home. One time I did drive home. I had 3 on the tree on a Ford F-150, and I went to shift in the second gear, and the handle broke off. So I had to stop alongside the road, find a pair of vice grips, and get it clamped in there just right where the gear shifter had broken off, and use a pair of vice grips to shift. Hey, it worked. All right, it looks like people are gradually meandering away. Jill is saying something about laying her. No, she's saying layer. No, she's saying later. I got you, Jill. Layer to you too. Leia? How do you say that? All right. Took the kids to Branson. They begged us to take them back. Really? They didn't like it? I thought Branson was cool even back in the day. And now they got more attractions. They got fairgrounds. They're not, I don't know. Amusement parks, other stuff for kids. You can learn to line dance in Branson, Missouri. All right, I got to get busy too, Nancy. We'll see you guys at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central. So thank you for being aboard. Thank you for not being too bored. We'll see you this evening. Meanwhile, fair winds and smiles. And as always, may God bless. Thank you for being aboard.